everyone, it's Stephanie from My Porch Prints, and today we're going to be making page pocket number 5. And I went ahead and printed all the pieces out on card stock except for one, and that is these mini envelopes. And I went ahead and printed those on paper to make them easier to fold. And then I printed a printable collage sheet on the back just so the envelopes won't be white on the inside when you open the flaps. So I'm going to go ahead and cut all these pieces out and then we'll get started. Okay, so we've cut out all of our pieces and now we're getting ready to assemble our page pocket. And to start with, you want to locate panel A, and that's this panel. And you're going to want to fold it in half in the middle, just like this. And then make sure that it really creases well. You may even want to fold it back and forth a few times. And that goes for anything that we're folding. And then before we start gluing things together, anything that folds and has a white space like this, you might want to consider inking the edges, and that's just to hide this white space. Once we glue this together, there's a possibility this could show just a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that wherever something folds. There we go. Okay, so we're going to take panel A, and you can see it's right side up kind of by the writing on here. And we're going to go ahead and flip this over. And then we're going to locate panel B and panel C. And panel C, this picture, is going to become our front cover. So that's going to go right here. And we're going to go ahead and just glue these down. And if there's a little bit hanging off the edge, we can trim that away. You know, you may have to play with the pieces a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and just glue these on here. Okay, so once you have these glued on, you can see kind of where that white space might have shown in the middle if we hadn't inked that. Go ahead and flip it over, and if you see any, white pieces that you need to trim up, you can do that now. I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is. And then the next thing we want to locate is these two pieces, panel E and panel D. And we're going to go ahead and just do what we did before, score along the fold lines. And we're going to fold this in half so that you can have the image on both sides. And we're going to fold this little tab backward like this. And then we're going to glue this down. There's just a little bit of white showing here at the top, so I'm going to trim that off just a little. You could also just ink that edge to hide the white if you want to. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing with this piece. Just fold it in the middle and then fold this tab. And I should mention that there is also a smaller tag that looks just like this one. It's just smaller, so I don't want you to confuse those two pieces. And it's the same thing. We're going to just fold that in half and glue it. I'm going to go ahead and do that now since I have it. But I didn't want you to get confused. We'll set that aside. Okay, and so this piece, panel D, is going to go behind the panel A pocket. That's going to go right here. So we're going to glue panel D down, and then we're going to hide it behind this pocket. And you want to get it right in the fold of your page pocket, just like this. And to glue this pocket, we're going to glue the sides and the bottom, and we're going to leave the slanted part open, and that'll create our pocket. And stay as close to the edge as you can with your glue to leave plenty of room in your pocket for ephemera. And now we're going to do that with this piece with panel E. And I'm actually going to fold this tab backward like this. And we're going to glue it on this side. So we're going to apply glue to the colored part of this tab for panel E. And it probably would have been a good idea to go ahead and ink the edge of this fold as well. I kind of forgot to do that, but that would have helped hide that white part. You can see it kind of shows here. So I'm gonna try to fold this backwards and still apply some ink here. And then this is going to be our pocket to hide that tab. And we're gonna apply glue to the top, the left side, and the bottom. And that'll leave a pocket open on the side here. And again, if any of it's sticking up, you can trim it off as needed. Okay. So now we've got our page pocket kind of starting to look finished here. And we're gonna add a few more pockets to it. And it's going to get pretty thick, so just keep that in mind as you're adding your layers. Okay, so this is going to be the front, and we've got a panel C pocket here. And we're just gonna go ahead and add this to the bottom. Again, just gluing along the sides and the bottom to create our pocket. Okay, and then I'm going to add this little label holder and this little keyhole to the front. And I'm gonna cut out my keyhole. I'm gonna use a punch to punch out the hole. Just like that. And then I'm gonna come in with some scissors. And if you want, you can add a little cheesecloth or something behind here. I think I might go ahead and do that. And you can use whatever pieces you want to decorate this. You don't have to do it the same way I do. You can change it up however you want. There we go. Okay, and now we're gonna go ahead and add some more pockets. These are the panel D pockets. They go on this large tag, and you can choose which one you want on each side. Oops. I think that'll work. And if these are a little bit big, don't be afraid to trim them up if you need to. And if you decide you don't want to use both pockets or any of the pockets, that's fine. Don't be afraid to get creative and change it up. Okay, and these two little cards are going to be our panel E pockets. And then our last pocket's going to go on this back piece, panel B. And it's going to go just right here. Okay, and now we can start decorating and adding our ephemera pieces. Okay, so we've finished up our page pocket number 5. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, everyone, thanks for watching.